Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Spiritual Connections. Have you ever paused and wondered about the invisible forces shaping our lives? It's fascinating to think about, isn't it? Today, we're diving into some incredible universal principles that influence us daily, often without us even realizing it. These ideas can help you navigate life with a sense of purpose and clarity. Let's explore these truths together and see how they can transform the way you view the world. To start, let's talk about how everything in the universe is connected. Imagine a giant web stretching endlessly in all directions. Every strand in that web is linked to every other. That's how life works. We're not just separate individuals floating around, we're deeply interconnected. It's like when you drop a pebble into a still pond. The ripples don't just stay in one spot, they spread outward, touching everything in their path. That's how our actions, thoughts, and even our energy affect the world around us. Think about it. When you smile at someone, they're likely to smile back, right? That's a small example of this interconnectedness. And it's not just about human relationships. It extends to nature, to animals, to the universe itself. We're part of this massive, interconnected tapestry, and every thread matters. It's a beautiful reminder that our choices have meaning, not just for ourselves, but for the world as a whole. Now, let's shift gears and talk about something equally amazing. That's vibration. Did you know that everything in the universe is in constant motion? Yes, even the things that seem completely still. A rock, for example, might look solid and immovable. But at a microscopic level, its atoms are vibrating. And guess what? You're vibrating too. Your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, they all emit specific frequencies. It's kind of like a radio. If you want to listen to a specific station, you have to tune in to the right frequency. The same thing happens in life. The energy you put out attracts similar energy. So, if you're constantly focused on negative thoughts, you're tuning into more negativity. But when you shift your mindset to focus on positivity, you start attracting better experiences. Isn't that empowering? But here's the thing, it's not enough to just think about what you want. Action is the key. Let's say you want to start a garden. You can dream about it all day. But until you plant the seeds, water them, and take care of them, nothing will grow. Life is just like that. Every small step you take creates momentum, moving you closer to your goals. It's not about being perfect or getting it right every time. It's about showing up and taking consistent action. Have you ever noticed how your surroundings seem to mirror your inner state? This idea is so powerful. Your outer world often reflects what's happening inside you. For an example, if you're feeling chaotic and stressed, you might notice that your environment feels cluttered or overwhelming. On the flip side, when you feel calm and centered, everything around you seems to flow more smoothly. It's like holding up a mirror to your soul. This isn't about blaming yourself for life's challenges. It's about realizing that you have the power to shift your perspective. When you work on yourself, your outer world starts to change too. It's a process of aligning your inner state with the life you want to create. Speaking of alignment, let's dive into the idea of cause and effect. Nothing in life happens randomly. For every action, there's a corresponding reaction. It's like planting seeds. If you sow kindness and generosity, those qualities will grow in your life. But if you plant seeds of negativity, well, that's what you'll harvest. This understanding gives us a sense of responsibility. It reminds us that our choices have power, they shape our future. And while we're talking about shaping the future, have you ever thought about the universe's natural balance? It's incredible how everything seeks harmony. For every up, there's a down. For every inhale and exhale. Life is a constant dance of giving and receiving. Sometimes we might feel like things aren't fair. But when we take a step back, we often see how the universe has a way of evening things out. Trust in that balance, even when it's not immediately clear. This brings us to one of my favorite principles, the law of attraction. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems to go your way? Maybe you woke up feeling amazing, and the day just flowed perfectly. That's the law of attraction at work. The energy you put out into the world comes back to you. But here's the secret. It's not just about thinking positively. It's about feeling positive. It's about feeling grateful and truly believing that good things are possible. Energy is always moving. Energy is always shifting. Nothing stays the same forever. Not our circumstances, not our emotions. And that's actually a good thing. If you're stuck in a tough spot, remember that energy is fluid. You have the power to redirect it. It's like a river. If there's a block, the water finds a way around it. You can do the same with your energy. When you focus on what you want and take action, you're redirecting that flow. Perspective plays such a huge role in how we experience life. Have you ever noticed how two people can face the same situation, but respond completely differently? One person might see it as a challenge, while the other sees it as an opportunity. Perspective is everything. It's not about denying the difficulties. It's about choosing how you respond to them. By shifting your perspective, you can change your experience of any situation. Life is full of contrasts. Light and dark, joy and sorrow, success and failure. These opposites aren't just inevitable, they're essential. Think about it. How would we appreciate light if we never experienced darkness? How would we value joy if we never felt sorrow? These contrasts give life its depth and meaning. Instead of resisting the tough times, we can learn to embrace them, knowing they're part of the balance that makes life so rich. And just like the changing seasons, life has a natural rhythm. There are times of growth and expansion, and there are times of rest and reflection. It's easy to get frustrated during the slower periods, but those times are just as important. They're when we recharge, reflect, and prepare for what's next. So, if you're going through a challenging phase, remind yourself that it's temporary. Just like winter gives way to spring, and like that brighter days are ahead. Within each of us, there's a balance of energies, masculine and feminine. These energies aren't about gender, they're about qualities. The masculine energy is about action and structure, while the feminine energy is about intuition and flow. And both are essential. When you embrace both aspects of yourself, you create harmony. It's like a dance, where each step complements the other. So, as we wrap up, I want you to take a moment to reflect on these ideas. The universal principles we've talked about today aren't just abstract theories. They're practical tools for living a more mindful, intentional life. By understanding and applying them, you can create a life that feels aligned with who you truly are. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who might find it meaningful. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below. And let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, take care and keep growing love and light from spiritual connections.